Hey dude, what's going on?
Hey man, not much. How are you?
Good, good. Can you introduce yourself real quick?
Yeah, I'm Baz. I'm a secondary school teacher out here living in the sticks of Victoria. That's where I'm
Perfect.
at.
Awesome, mate. Awesome. And I guess we'll dive right into it. But when we worked together, what result did you achieve while we were working well together at that time?
Yeah, so a lot of it was nutrition, bringing the weight down a little bit and also just bringing up the overall fitness and cardio. So over our time, we dropped 5Ks, which is my goal, from 79 or 80 to 75. Actually went down under to like 74, which is cool.
Mm.
Got a bit leaner, lost quite a bit of the body fat, and then did a heap of running and exercise and, just, yeah, worked on that cardio so I can run a lot longer and for higher intensity and play footy. That's the thing, really.
Yeah. And that's another big part of it, I guess. Like we did this all alongside you training and playing footy at the time. So
That's
it
right.
was a fair bit of work that you were
Yeah,
putting
sure.
in on
Yeah,
a regular basis. So it was really cool to
cool.
see. Um,
Thanks.
how long did you think that it took to see like results start to come up for you?
Um, I wouldn't say immediate, but I wouldn't say it took the whole 16 weeks. I think it by about the 1 month mark where I think I was comfortably getting into the rhythm of it and finding my footing with all the running in the gym, was when I started to see that it was, like paying towards my, me playing footy and
Mm.
doing well across that. So after getting those kind of first few runs and like, resetting my body with all the right foods, I think I saw a pretty clear difference. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect, mate. And what was life like for you, I guess, before we started working together in terms of your nutrition, general structure around um, fitness, running, strength training, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, so it was pretty interesting. So before we worked together, I did a whole heap of like fat loss journey on my own, and I feel like I did it with the calories and in mind without taking to consideration what my body actually needed.
Mm.
And so even though I was losing the body fat and I was doing all the exercise, but I feel pretty crap afterwards, or I wasn't really like quite 100%.
Mm.
And then so after working with you, I think it just kind of like got me to feel better. And then I felt better as well. Like I felt like I wasn't just a skeleton of a person, but I was actually, like able to run and have fun and go out there rather than just like starve myself. And yeah, and like not knowing how to run before or like, where to start to now, I'm reaching 10Ks pretty comfortably, which is really
Mm.
cool. So, yeah, it's huge difference, really.
Yeah. No, it was very, I remember talking to you at the start of the program and you telling me about that, how you would just take that approach to restrict it so much,
Yeah,
like nutrition wise, that you would just
that's right.
end up bouncing back and feeling really low on energy. So I think the big focus that we took into it was making sure not what we could remove, but like what we could add.
Mhm. That's
And
right.
making sure that you were fueling for footy, for running, for your strength
Yeah,
stuff. And as well as like being a teacher, you need to kind of be on the ball as well,
that's right.
mentally quite fatiguing. But even the
For
running
sure.
side of things, the improvement was unreal. Because I remember when we started off pretty slow, but I think it was like two
Yeah, it
or
was
three
like,
K runs every.
yeah, it was like a 3K run, and then I was doing like six and a half, 6 minute 30-second kilometers. And then now I recorded my classes. I was at 5 minute 20, so which is pretty cool.
For
And I was like,
10K.
for no, not yet. For a for a six and a half, which is pretty cool.
Awesome.
So
It's a
yeah,
massive improvement. Yeah.
thanks. Yeah,
Yeah. So it was so much that was achieved. And I think, again, like credit to you for just sticking to the process,
thanks.
and being consistent with the really simple basic tasks. Like I think you did that
Yeah,
really well.
for
And that
sure.
was very clear and evident. And with all of that too, like you weren't afraid to ask questions and reach
Yeah,
out, which is also a
for
big
sure.
part and something that I do try to encourage people, but
Yeah,
it's not always how people operate. Um,
yeah,
but yeah, it was really good to see you progress and see it on such a regular basis too. So
Thanks.
yeah, credit to you, man. But
Thank you.
no worries. Well, what for you, like what did you find to be, I guess, the most valuable um approach, like valuable part of the approach that we took when we were working together?
Yeah, I think what you said, it's all about sustainability, right? It's
Mm,
like well and good to like really, focus on your food and all that. But I think there was like that sort of like little bit of grace because it's not always going to be perfect.
mm,
And you'll have your weekend parties and all that sort of stuff. So it's just learning how to bounce back, how to kind of keep consistent throughout the week. And like giving yourself that sort of like, nice little treats every once in a while, just so you're like keeping ahead
mm.
and that's kind of like it's kind of like one of the lessons that I still take. It's like do the hard yards, but like don't do it too hard and treat yourself a little bit every once in a while. And then it's yeah, it's been really easy to sustain myself that way, which is really good.
Yeah, more so the consistency aspect and not letting
Yeah,
an off day. I don't really like saying that, but let that compound. So we did do a lot of stuff on like reflection and making sure that we were looking at what wasn't working and what was working and
that's
moving
right.
ahead that way.
Yeah, and just making those smarter options when you're out as well. I
Mm,
think that was a really good one when we talked. I think one of those times is like you're gonna go out, you're gonna meet your friends, but making those smarter options.
yeah,
And then yeah, it just was just easy that way. It was good.
yeah, awesome, mate. And that's the thing, right? It was all about building those like lifestyle habits and routines.
Yeah.
So um, I guess like for you, like what do things look like now? I'm pretty sure you're still going very strong and sustained what we've
Yeah.
built. So
Yeah. I'm like going for a run. You don't even have to prompt me, which is crazy. So it's like no, like, like still keeping those sorts of um like schedule and commitments to myself, like showing up for myself, going for those runs, going for the gym days, even when I don't want to, or like, it's a bit cold now, and so it's like a bit hard, but like making sure that I'm like, I did the hard yards, and I have to keep this up, like for myself, for my health to keep going, and that's right, show up for the kids at school, and show that you can, like if you just keep at it, you will achieve kind of some cool results. So yeah, so still going on the runs and then still like watching what I eat. Still sticking to my 3 meals. I haven't gone back to the 2 meals a day, which is crazy,
yeah,
which is awesome. So I'm
awesome.
still hitting my 3 meals a day. I'm fueling properly before and after footy. A few red snakes before the run, which is cool. So
Yeah.
that's a good highlight.
Nice little treat.
Um, yeah, yeah, nice little treat. That's right. Yeah, just like showing up for myself consistently, for
Yeah.
sure.
That's so awesome, man. That's so cool to hear. I love that you bring it back to showing up for yourself because it is very important and it's something that a
Yeah,
lot of people lose sight of. So I love that that's where the mindset has gone. So that's awesome, man.
thanks. Yeah.
Um, well, I guess for someone thinking about working with me, what would you say to them?
I'd say do it. Absolutely. I remember like when you messaged me the first time, I'm like, oh, this looks like pretty good. And like I was wondering if that was the right idea, but like halfway through it, or like even the first week, I'm like, oh yeah, this is perfect. Because I think it was just so good. It was tailored to what I needed. It was very achievable goals and like always up for a chat too. And as you said, you answered all my questions. And it was just so approachable, easy to follow. Like everything was set out. Like I didn't really have to do much. Um, yeah, it was just very realistic, achievable goals, and like a bit of banter on the side. Can't really go wrong with that. So yeah, that was good.
Plenty of
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah, yeah,
Nah, thanks, mate. I really appreciate it, and thank you for taking the time to chat to me today.
yeah.
I'm stoked to still be following your journey and seeing how it's all
Thanks.
going.
Thank
But
you.
yeah, thanks, mate. I really appreciate it, and the work that you put in, the results that you got is just honestly a credit to you. So, well
Thank you
done,
very
man.
much. Thank you.
Thank you. Chat to you later.
Yeah. See you later.
Thanks, mate.